Hey guys, I am back. It's been a few months since I have filmed a video. As you can see, I am in a new location. I just wanted to film a video for you guys since it has been so long. And I've really been wanting to share some of my favorite drugstore products with you guys. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I do have a ton of drugstore products, makeup products that I wanted to share with you because that is mainly what I use. And I feel like I'm pretty picky when it comes to these sorts of things, so I just wanted to let you guys know what I am loving right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. I'm gonna try to stay in order from like the order I would use the products in, so let's see how well that works out. So when I'm getting ready, the first thing that I do is apply the primer, and this primer is the Rimmel Stay Matte Mattifying Primer. I feel like this really does a really good job of filling in my pores and making my skin look pretty smooth to lay my foundation on top of. I would highly recommend this. I will try to kind of list around the price point somewhere around here for most or all of the products. So after I put on my primer, the next thing I actually do is I use my color corrector, and this one is the NYX Full Coverage Concealer. This is actually the purple one. So I like to put the purple underneath my eyes. I feel like it really helps cancel out the dark circles underneath my eyes. So primer and then this before anything else, I feel like it really does help conceal that darkness underneath my eyes. So after my color corrector, I like to apply my foundation before my concealer. And lately I've really been loving two different ones. The first one being the Soap & Glory Kick-Ass Foundation. I feel like it has a really nice coverage. It stays on really well, and it just gives a nice flawless look. It is a little bit heavy, but it doesn't really bother me. It's not too heavy to the point where I can't stand it. And the shade that I'm using in this is number 2. So it's supposed to be 24-hour wear and sweat proof. So I like it for in the summer. Like right now, it's been in the 90s. So I really like to wear that foundation. If I'm not wearing that one that I like to wear is the Revlon Candid. And I actually just finished a tube of this. So this one has not been used yet. Okay, maybe it's been used once. So this one, it's not super full coverage, but it does give a really nice natural coverage and finish. It's more like medium to buildable full. The shade I have in this one is 200. This is like my summer shade, I guess. 200 Nude. I really like this one. It's really like easy to blend out. It gives you a nice coverage. It makes you look pretty flawless, as well as the Soap & Glory one that I just showed you. After I go in with my foundation, I then like to apply my concealer, and the one that I've really been loving lately, it's a little bit dirty because I use it so much, the L'Oreal Full Wear Concealer. I love this concealer. I love the coverage, and it has a really big applicator on it. I don't know if you can see it. It's got a really big applicator, which I like because I just like to put it under my eyes. Just do like 2 or 3 stripes of it underneath my eyes, and I think it does a really good job of covering my under eye area, and I can blend it out all the way up and even onto my eyelid. So a little bit goes a long way, and the coverage is really good, and it stays on really well, which is something that I'm very picky about, is how well concealer can stay under my eyes. I have a problem with like the concealer that I choose conflicting with the powder, and like, does it crease, does it fade away throughout the day? So I found that this concealer, along with here's my next product, the number 7 Translucent Loose Powder, these seem to work really well together. I don't really have much of a problem with it fading off throughout the day. It doesn't crease or anything. It can get a little bit heavy and cakey if you aren't too careful with it, but the way I like to use it is I put the concealer on, I take a sponge, like dry or slightly dampened beauty sponge, and I will just like dunk it into my number 7 loose powder, and then just kind of pack it on top of that concealer before it has the chance to crease, and that seems to hold up really well for me. So what's next? A lot of the times I will just go in with my contour, which I don't have it on me. It's not in front of me. I forgot to grab it, but I really like to use the Physicians Formula. It's like the contour trio. I have that on now. It's not my complete favorite, but I do like to use that one as my drugstore contour. For blush, I've really been loving this mauve shade from Almay. It is the shade 20 Mauve. I do have that one on now. I don't know how visible it is, but I really like to recommend this one to people. I just think it's a really nice neutral kind of a blush color. So this one has been my go-to for quite a while now. While we are focusing on face products, I'm going to go ahead and mention my favorite highlighter at the moment, and it is the Pearl Glow by e.l.f. I was actually really impressed by this highlight. I don't know how well it's showing up on camera, but I do need a little bit. I just really like this highlight, especially for the price. It's only a few dollars and it works really well, and it's been lasting me quite a while. I use this every single day and I love it. So after I've gone through and finished up my face, I go in with my eye primer, which is not drugstore, and then I go in with my eyeshadow. So for drugstore eyeshadow palettes, I'm pretty picky about them because a lot of them don't have good color payoff. But the ones that I have been using, I really have been liking these Wet n Wild palettes. I think that the color payoff is really good. I think they last really well throughout the day. I think they're only like $5, something like that. I have so many of these palettes. I only grabbed 2 because otherwise I would have my hands full. But I really like these palettes. I use these pretty often. And if I'm not using these for drugstore, I will go in with my City Mini. I really like these too. I have no issues with these palettes at all. Yeah, they just work really well. Even for like the looks that I like to do with the cut crease, they still hold their own and stay the way that I want them to, which I love. So the eyeliner that I have been using to create my wing, I've been using this one for months. I've gone through quite a few tubes of this. This is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. I really like the brush applicator on it. It stays really nice and black and matte. It doesn't really smudge or anything unless you're like in the rain or something, but I never have any issues with it. I like the brush tips because I feel like the felt tips are too stiff and they skip, and for me personally they're not as easy to work with. So after I do my eyeshadow, my eyeliner, I go ahead and move on to my brows, which I use a brow pomade, which is not drugstore, so I'm going to skip over that. But I do use a brow powder for my brows to kind of set the pomade and kind of do a little transition. So this one is the Black and Gray, #1 Black and Gray from NYX. It's the duo and it comes with the like brow wax. I really like this one. I've purchased it a few times. I like to use the black on the outer part of my brow and then the gray on the front, and that's what I've been liking recently. So after my brows, I will go ahead and curl my lashes. I do use a drugstore lash curler, but I don't have it on me right now. And the mascara that I've really been liking is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I've gone through a ton of tubes of these. This is like my go-to. I'm wearing this one pretty much every single day. Unless it's raining, I will opt for a waterproof one. But yeah, this has been my go-to for the longest time. That pretty much completes everything. I'm just going to show you guys a few lip products. I'm really into long wearing lipstick because I don't really want to touch up all throughout the day. I'm kind of lazy when it comes to that if I'm wearing lipstick at all. So a few different ones that I've been liking are the Maybelline Matte Ink. This is how they look. I have quite a bit of these. I just grabbed 2 out of like the 8 that I have. This one is my favorite. This one is 65 Seductress. And this is what the wand looks like. This is my favorite go-to. It's like a really nice nude color for when you don't want to look like you're wearing too much lipstick. And then this other one that I grabbed is 120 Artists. I don't wear this one too often because it's a little bit bold, but the formula is really good, so I had to stock up on all the colors pretty much. And while we're on the Maybelline, I just recently tried out this Maybelline Superstay lip crayon and I really like it. It comes with a sharpener on one end. I don't know how well you can see it. So the sharpener pops out at the end and then it looks like that. This is the shade. It's on the lid. So the shade number is Stay Exceptional, number 25. I really like these like blue toned pink lipsticks, if you couldn't tell. And then another really good long wearing one from the drugstore is this by L'Oreal. Doesn't really have the name on it and I can't remember off the top of my head. But this is the shade 107 Violet. So the way this works is it's like a liquid on one end and then the other end has like a clear coat that really seals it in, so you can wear this through practically anything. It stays put for so long. So, oh, I have one more item I wanted to share with you. I like to put this on while I'm getting ready. This is a lip plumper from Soap & Glory. This is the Sexy Mother Pucker. I got this one in a holiday set, that's why it's a mini. And this is in Bare Enough. So I really like to put these on while I get ready in the morning. It just helps me feel like I'm taking more care of my lips and plumps them up for the day, I guess. So that is everything from the drugstore that I'm currently loving. If you guys like this video and would like to see another one like this in the future, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe so you can keep up with all my future video uploads. And let me know what some of your guys' favorite drugstore products are. If I did not mention any of them, I would love to see what you guys like and try it out myself. So with all of that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!